Hello, Guru Nation. Welcome back to the clinicaltrialsguru.com. We're wrapping up a week-long internship stint with one of our CRA Academy students, Tamika. Welcome, Tamika.
Thank you, Dan.
Fun fact, Tamika and I both went to the University of Arizona.
Wildcats, baby.
That's right. The first student so far. Actually, no, there's one more. Mm-hmm. But you're the first one I've met.
Okay.
That went to my alma mater. So anyways, it's Friday. She's been here all week. And we went through a lot of things today. So normally Chris handles the first 3 days and I do the last 2 with the students at our other site. So we got talking about CRAs and sites and little issues versus big issues in clinical research, right? So what did you learn so far about the differences between the two?
A big issue may be something that should have been done. For example, if the ICFs are not updated, or if the patient or subject is not using, didn't assign the most updated version, that may be deviated from the protocol if the protocol requires that, or if the site is not adhering to the latest protocol amendment.
Right.
That may be something that's really, that's a big one.
Yep.
A small one, another big one would be investigation of product excursions. So the medication or the IP is not being kept at the proper temperature. If the protocol requires this, then this one needs to be. A small one may be just a small error, maybe a formatting error.
Formatting error, data entry error.
Data entry error, or proper formatting, proper...
or forgetting a header.
Yeah, right.
Or leaving out an initial somewhere.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to do those things because of ALCOA, right? ALCOA standards, but those are small issues. And so Tamika, actually, the way this video idea came up, and I've never done one on this actually, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Was as a CRA or as a future CRA, do I need to tell the PI everything? And I said no. What you do, we have little issues, and then we have big issues. And big issues are what you just mentioned: IP excursions, protocol amendments that the site has not been trained on or is not implementing, expired lab kits, safety reports, informed consenting issues. So anything that's a safety issue that's going to affect patient safety, or a GCP violation or a protocol deviation, those are big issues.
1572 too.
1572,
not being
yeah.
updated or
Not being updated.
signature.
Those are big too, because the 1572 is the most important form in all of research.
Yes, yeah.
And so small issues you're not going to bother the PI with, unless you have a very involved PI that wants to know.
Okay.
So if they keep asking you after you tell them the big issues, if you tell them the smaller issues, or if he asks you or she asks you, well, tell me more about other things.
Right.
Then you can open up about more. But typically you'll have the coordinator answering those questions for you, and then you will put those big issues in your monitor visit report. And the small ones you can document in there as well, but you don't want to necessarily put the small issues on your follow-up letters.
On the action items.
On the action items, because if they're truly small issues, the site can fix those issues while you're on the site, right? And then anything that they can't fix or finish before your visit's over will be an action item on your follow-up letter, right? Anything else you want to add, Tamika?
I wanted to say the patient recruitment and retention. I think that's a big one too, because we want to see what the site is doing to encourage or to get patients. Are they meeting their standard? Are they meeting what they said they would have made in the feasibility questionnaire? Right. And also, are they using up their resources? Do they know of these resources? If so, well, here they are. Or have they reach out to the sponsor, possibly the sponsor or the CRO could help, requesting help. That's a good thing. And what are they doing to retain? What's their action plan to retain these patients? You do want a certain amount of compliance
Yeah.
So, what are you doing to make sure that you stay within the guidelines for the entire time through the study?
Absolutely. Thank you for adding that, because 90% of studies experience delays, and sponsors spend $1 million per day per protocol that they're doing a clinical trial for. So literally $1 million a day for that just one study.
Right.
Right. So patient recruitment and retention, definitely something you want to bring up to the PI if they're a little slow on that. Right.
And if they're not have proper PI oversight.
That's another big issue. Yeah. If there's not proper PI oversight, you definitely need to bring that up, especially because the FDA is cracking down on that.
Right. It may be difficult for a CRA to, address the PI with that. With the PI have such autonomy, it may come off as, the approach may differ, but that may be something, the CRA may have to inquire with their lead to see what the approach should be, or some guidance on how to handle that situation.
When in doubt, ask your lead if you're worried about overstepping your boundaries. But I think we all know what PI oversight is or looks like when it's lacking.
Right.
Right. We may not always be able to see it when it's there, because someone could be just doing a very good job covering up for that PI. Right. But when it's lacking,
Yeah.
And so, but it's always a good idea to ask your lead CRA or project manager, or just bring it up with the PI themselves, but in a more refined way.
Right.
You don't want to accuse them. You can say something like, hey, just please keep in mind that the FDA is cracking down on PI oversight, and I'm not saying that you're not showing any oversight, but just keep these things in mind, and here's what I've noted so far from my visit, and work with them so that you can be more proactive and that they can hopefully remedy the situation before it gets too much out of hand. Yes.
And one kind of came to mind as well is fraud.
Fraud. Yes.
It is being, that's definitely something you have to acknowledge, because if not, the data would be invalid, or.
That's definitely constitutes a big issue.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Tamika.
All right.
And thank you, everyone, for watching. It's Dan from the Clinical Trials Guru with Tamika today. Thank you all.